And we are back. Pokemon White Hardcore Nuzlocke. The run continues. We are on our way to gym number 7 here, right before Twist Mountain, and Sharon comes in for yet another rival battle. Unfezant comes down, facing off against Little Mustang here. Aramolga leading the charge with a spark, getting the Unfezant to about half HP. The taunt comes down, no problem there, and a second spark will finish the job. One Pokemon down. So Mustang doing really good this run. Pignite comes out one level shy of the Emboar. Mustang drops back with an Acrobatics, leaving the Pig at 1 HP, and the takedown finishes the job for us. 2 Pokemon down, and the Liepard comes out with a nice fake out, getting Mustang to about 35 HP. The taunt wearing off as well, and now this is a little bit scary since Liepard can hit a stab pursuit upon switching out. But if we stay in, we might also die to a move that Liepard decides to do. We know we are faster given the level discrepancy, or at least we can be pretty confident in that, even though Mustang has a negative speed nature. So the question is, do you risk it and stay in and try to fight the Leopard, or do you swap out right here, right now, and risk the double damage stab pursuit? It is a very tough decision to make, and we are hovering the Volt Switch. Do we get our Flying Chipmunk out of here? And yes, we do, and the pursuit does not come down, and Mustang is rescued from a dire situation here. Olivia swaps in, and it was an assurance here. Not very effective. Really good stuff. The Torment comes down, and Scraggy drops back with a nice Brick Break and takes out the Leopard. So now we have Simisage, the final remnant of Charon's team here. Unfortunately, my counter to Simisage is now hurting Mustang with hardly any HP left, and we are not going to be able to get Mustang back out there. So now the rest of the team is going to have to band together here. Seed Bomb comes down and does massive damage onto Audino, and we are dead to critical. We roll the dice, and we do live. No critical. The Reflect gets off and is going to keep the team a little bit safer here. Unfortunately, Edward has no way of hitting Simisage except for not very effective damage. Olivia's physical defense is not great, and that leaves Hughes and Armstrong with super effective damage to Seed Bomb. Simisage is in a prime position right now to completely wipe the team, so we have to be careful here. What do? We got a Brick Wall and Armstrong who can eat one move with the Sturdy, but will die upon the next turn. Olivia is basically dead to a critical hit. And Hughes, I don't even know if Hughes can eat a Seed Bomb. We're going all in on the Scraggy play. Here comes the Seed Bomb. We do have the Reflect to shield the damage, but potentially dead if Reflect wasn't even up, which is insanity. So Olivier flirting. We still want to get that Scrafty for later. We go all in on our starter, who has not been leveled up since the last gym battle, so is trailing a little bit here, which doesn't help the cause, and the Seed Bombs continue to rain down. The Leaf Blade hoping for a critical. We don't get it. We roll the dice. The Grass versus Grass right here, going to the death, and the Reflect wears off, and now we are in a pickle, and we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do next. After sitting here for a while, we weigh the options, and the Reflect wearing off leads us to this position where I'm just going to go all in. Edward versus the Simisage. Our starter is on the line, but manages to eat the Seed Bomb without the Reflect, gets the second Reflect off, and makes it possible to swap into the Flying Chipmunk to eat a not very effective Seed Bomb on top of the Reflect, keeping Mustang safe. And the Acrobatics is going to come in, but we have to eat one more Seed Bomb before it gets off, and 5 HP. Colonel Mustang from downtown, what are you doing to my lieutenant? Let's go. Charon is defeated, and we are on to Twist Mountain. All right, after that incredibly close fight with Charon, we just run into Twist Mountain. Our first encounter is going to be the Woobat, Psychic Flying type, no problems catching it, just add it to the PC. All right, I'm going to be honest, I got completely lost in Twist Mountain. I think we're towards the end of it, but we run into this Battle Girl, and she sends out Throw. No problem here. We got Maze Hughes leading the charge. We have a super effective Acrobatics, no item holding us back, so it's double damage. The Bulk Up comes down. Big Boy is getting angry, and we're just like, that's fine. Let's pivot to a special attack instead to override that Bulk Up. It gets the burn. It gets the burn. It gets the burn. And does Throw have guts? What's going? And Maze Hughes, ironically, is the first to die. unbelievable. He brings down Throw with his dying breath, but this is no longer a deathless run. Battle Girl Sharon has something else in mind. Let's keep going. Our next first encounter is going to be at Dragonspire Tower here. It is going to be the Mienfoo. Mienshao is one of my favorite fighting type Pokemon. Let's add it to the roster. All right, we have arrived at the 7th gym here, fighting Bryson and his 3 Ice-type Pokemon. I have a cheeky little strategy here, starting with Edward, our superior. We finally got the final evolution of our starter, and I know that grass is weak to ice, but it is just a means to an end. We're going to get the double screen up here to keep our Scrafty safe while Scrafty goes and potentially sweeps the entire gym. So that is the game plan, but we got some reinforcements as well, just in case things get a little bit crazy in there. But the team is looking really well, and because I lost Maze Hughes, my water monkey there, I actually took a lot of time and just trained up about 10 or 11 different Pokemon to around level 35. So that way we have more options moving forward, and I'm not strapped to a particular 6. So we can mix and match as needed for each fight, and I think this battle is going to go pretty smoothly. So let's dive right in and see if we can beat Bryson without losing anybody. So death count is only 1 so far. The run is still going really well. It's just with Hughes dying, we really had to wake up to that. And I mean, I knew it was coming at some point, but we'll take it. We'll take it for what it is. So here we go. Vanillish is out, and we have Superior here, and I think what we want to do is set up the light screen first, because really I'm nervous about the Polar Bear going against Scraggy and potentially outspeeding and get a critical. But honestly, if it gets a critical, we're screwed anyway because it goes through the screen. But just in case, Vanillish right here. Let's get the light screen. Let's get the light screen down so we can tank any special ice type moves, I should say. And that still does so good. It's a critical hit right through the screen. Of course it is. So I'm going to get a little bit risky, daring the Vanillish to crit twice in a row here. The Reflect comes down, and as long as we live this, we are just fine. And it goes for the Acid Armor, and we should still be fine there, even with that double defense. So now we're going to swap into Olivier, get the Scrafty out there. We have almost lost Scraggy multiple times, so it's really nice to finally get that final evolution. And Olivier comes down. So we're going straight for the Brick Break. And the Vanillish has maxed out its defense. So this is actually going to probably have to be a 2 or 3 shot now, which is incredible. That Acid Armor getting out of control. And now the screens are for naught because the Vanillish punished us and gets another critical hit. Or am I just crazy? I think Frost Breath is the move that always crits. I was thinking Icy Wind. So that's actually really important to keep in mind. If I would have remembered that, I wouldn't have even done the screens with the Superior. So it looks like we only have 1 more turn for the Reflect, so we're really going to have to milk that for what it's worth. Olivier drops back with the Brick Break, and the Swagger comes down, and the plan has absolutely fumbled. We have fumbled the bag here, and there goes the Reflect. So if we hurt ourselves on top of the Bear Tick damage, we lose Scrafty here, and this might just be a good chance to swap into Mira, the Darmanitan, and just go ham with the fire typing. Icicle Crash comes down. It's going to be not very effective, and I don't know if we outspeed, but that would be really nice. Let's just lean into the Fire Punch here, and it does do the job, and the Bear Arctic or Bear Tick falls. And now the Cryo comes down, and if I remember correctly, Cryo's physical defense is not great. So I think honestly, let's just go for the Flare Blitz. Let's go all in here for maximum amount of damage, and we live the Aurora Beam, no problem. Flare Blitz from downtown. Mira comes in hot and one-shots the Cryo, and that does it for Bryson. The recoil damage almost killing us there. That was a little bit scary, but Mira levels up, no problem, and we make it out without losing anybody. So as always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.